Hi guys. I was going to try out this whole video thing. I tried to do one earlier and it was too long to upload to YouTube because I'm doing it from my phone. I've never done it before, so I'm going to try it again and keep it a little bit shorter. A lot of people have been asking me about my surgery and how I'm doing and how my recovery is going. How I decided to do the surgery, where it kind of all came from and stuff like that. And so I just thought, when I was researching doing this surgery, there were a good handful of people on YouTube that I was kind of following and watching a bunch of their videos, and they would do like, vlogs and stuff like that with their weight loss journey after the surgery, which, there's tons and tons on there. And I thought it was kind of helpful. There's a few people I know personally that have done it or were going to be getting it done also. So it was nice to ask them questions in person and actually know somebody who's done it. But YouTube was great too because wide variety of people, different experiences, and it was kind of just nice to get an idea of what to expect and see them changing and kind of no expectations. Obviously everybody's different, but I found it to be really interesting and encouraging and informational. So I just decided I would try it. I may never do this again. I don't know. So if I can figure out how to get it to YouTube, then I'll try it. But so anyways, I'm 8 days out from my surgery and I weighed in again this morning and I'm down 11 pounds. So my surgery was December 21st and I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and that's where they go in and they do 5 incisions in your stomach. And one of them is you can't tell when I do this, but bigger than all the other ones. They're this small, and then one's bigger. And they do it all laparoscopically. They don't have to cut you open or anything like that. And they basically just go in to your stomach and they staple off the stomach they make it from a football size stomach to about a banana size pouch. So no wiring anything or routing anything like gastric bypass, not the lap band. I wasn't interested in either one of those. Didn't want anything, moved around. I just make it smaller. So that's what I ended up doing. And so the 21st, last Monday was my surgery. And it went well. It's weird that it's over now because it was just something I was anticipating for so long and being so nervous. And now it's over. And it's it wasn't that big of a deal. Not that it wasn't a big deal, but I'm not in as much pain afterwards as I thought I might be. Not to say that I'm totally good to go, but the pain, I haven't had to take any pain medicine since Christmas Eve. And if I bend over, if I drop something and bend over, or I don't know, have to kind of to roll out of bed or cough or sneeze, I still have pain in my stomach like that, but I'm not walking around in agony and feeling like I have to take pain meds all day long. So that's been good. But so the day of the surgery, the thing I was the most nervous about was the anesthesia. And if anyone knows me, you just know that I'm kind of a worrywart and think of all the worst possible scenarios of things that could happen. And the anesthesia freaked me out the most because I've never had surgery before. And I was afraid I wasn't going to wake up. Something would happen while I was under and I wouldn't wake up. And so I was the most nervous for that. The anesthesiologist was supposed to come in and give me kind of a pre-chill pill to help me calm down before they actually took me back there. And so we talked about it. He said he would do it. He left, and then he never came back until he actually came back to wheel me back to surgery. So I was really nervous because then he's pushing me down these hallways, and it's quiet because it's the hallways where there's not a lot of people, and pushing me down the hallways. And then we get to the doors of the operating room, and big double doors, and they open, and it was this big white room with instruments, and it was it was trippy. That freaked me out. And so he said he was going to give me my chill pill or whatever before my surgery, before they gave me the good stuff to totally put me out. So all I remember is being moved from my bed thing to the little table, if you want to call it that. It seemed to me like it was a board. I didn't even think I would fit on it. But they got me moved over, and they have to lay your arms out, and they start sticking stuff all over you. And gave me a shot in my arm for blood clots or something like that. And then put the oxygen on me, and they're like, oh, we'll take good care of you. You're going to be fine. This is going to be great. And so I'm like, okay. And so they put the oxygen on me, and he's like, just breathe. It's just oxygen. You're fine. And I'm like, okay, think happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Because another part of my fear of the anesthesia is that I was going to have all these bad scenarios running through my head before surgery. And then those would be the last things in my mind before I went out. So then I would be trapped in a weird nightmare type situation and not be able to wake up. Doesn't work that way because but that's what I was thinking. And I woke up. I mean, that was the last thing, was just having the thing on my face. I woke up in recovery and instantly was hot mess, crying. Oh my, where am I? Am I okay? Am I okay? And I was like, did I make a bad choice? And they're like, you're fine, calm down. And I was nauseous and I got sick. And I guess I was in between hysterically crying and throwing up. I was falling asleep. So, cause I would be doing that. And then I would just hear him be like, Amy, wake up. And I'm like, I am awake. I'm sobbing. I'm not sleeping. So that was kind of weird. And then I don't really remember getting to my actual room. I remember seeing James in the hallway, and then that's all I remember. I woke up in my recovery room. I don't remember getting moved into that bed or anything like that. So I was out. I don't really remember how long I was out after that though, before I woke up again. But hospital stay was good, and it was fine. I mean, I slept a lot, but I didn't get great sleep, because they would come in every hour or so, taking vitals and blood pressure and stuff. And then when I would get up to walk, because they want you to walk laps around the floor, I was fine to do that. I didn't feel sick when I did that. But anytime I'd get up to do that, or go to the bathroom and come back to my bed, I would get really nauseous. And so I threw up a few times there. And then I threw up once after I took my, when they stopped doing the IV meds and I was taking it in the little cup, I threw up because I took it too fast. So other than that, it really was fine. I stayed the 2 days that they tell you that you'll stay. And it was fine. Pain-wise, like I said, haven't taken any pain meds since Christmas Eve. And it's been good. There's a lot of... I'm ready to be past my liquid diet stage. I did that 2 weeks before, and now I'm having to do that for 2 weeks after surgery. So I've got 6 days left. I'm just over it, over the baby food, over protein shakes, which, I mean, I like protein shakes, but the ones that I'm drinking now, don't really care for them, but I'm doing those ones specifically just for the next 6 days. And I'm just ready to eat some food, which won't be for a while, but at least move to my puree stage.